Hello everybody, my name is Mr Hunter. I'm the Head of Geography here at Rawlins Academy, and I just want to spend a few moments talking to you about our very popular A-level geography course. We have in an average year somewhere between 30 and 40 students joining us here at Rawlins, and we have a proud record of examination success in the subject. The A-level itself comprises of 8 units of study, 4 of them physical geography units, 4 of them human geography units. You'll be familiar with some of the themes from your GCSE in geography. For example, we study globalisation, we look at the issues of migration, but there's also there will be some new topics that you'll be able to get your head around, such as our very popular unit in Year 13 on superpowers. We look at how power changes around the world and which nations are the most powerful nations and how this might be likely to change in the future. The course is also 50% physical geography. You'll be looking at earthquakes and volcanoes in Year 12 as well as coasts, and also the very topical issue of climate change when you get to Year 13. So some of the next couple of slides give you some more detailed information about the kind of issues you'll be studying. You can see there are some issues on this slide about issues that are in the news at the moment, such as the building of HS2, the arguments surrounding the building of the third runway at Heathrow Airport, and the very contested issue of migration, the impacts of migration, and how this has had an impact on different countries and different places around the world. The physical geography units again, lots of stuff to do here, to do with plate tectonics, and why the impacts of hazards around the world are different in different countries. You'll be looking at why some countries are water secure and why some countries are not, and also looking at different ways in which countries are trying to tackle the very complex issue of climate change. So there are 4 assessment components in the A-level. Paper 1 is your physical geography paper, which takes up 30% of the qualification. The 4 human geography units are examined on paper 2. There's also what we call a synoptic paper, paper 3, and paper 3 it's a bit like the decision-making paper you might be familiar with your GCSE. You'll be presented with a booklet in the exam with a wide range of resources, maps, graphs, charts, tables, etc. And you'll be expected to analyse the data before arriving at some conclusions related to the data in front of you. We've also been very fortunate in geography and that we've been able to maintain our coursework. It makes up 20% of your final qualification. There is a recommendation that it's around 4,500 words in length, and you can choose any topic you like as long as it's related to the course itself. So for example, this year we've got a student who is looking at coastal defences in a village in Wales, which fits into the coasts unit. We've got a student who is looking at the regeneration in Leicester, the cultural quarter in Leicester and the impact that's had on that area of Leicester, which obviously fits into the regeneration unit. One student has decided to focus on migration and has looked at the origin of Premier League footballers and how this has changed over the last 20 years. So there's a wide range of potential topics that you could study. So what do we want from you? How do we know if this is a good course for you? You've obviously got to have a real passion for geography and a genuine interest in the world around you. You need to be able to try and keep up to date with current affairs. You will find over the course of the 2 years that lots of the issues we're going to study, they will evolve and change as the world changes around us. You need to be suited to a wide range of assessment techniques, maybe some short answers, some data interpretation, and some longer traditional essay style answers. And you also need to be prepared to be engaged in some field work. Traditionally, we have visited a place called Sitges in Spain on the Costa Brava, where the students have studied coastal protection and also gone into Barcelona itself to look at regeneration in Barcelona. Very importantly, you need to be able to develop and justify your own opinions. I think this is the real advance that you make from GCSE. There's not quite so much explaining, but there's lots of assessing and evaluating, and you'll be expected to develop your own opinions and most importantly be able to justify why you feel the way that you do. And perhaps the most important thing is to make sure that you give a positive contribution to our lessons. There's a wide range of films and documentaries and books that you can read to supplement your learning, and these will be pointed out to you over the 2 years that you're taking your geography course. So I hope this has given you a little bit of insight today into what the course is about, and I hope to see some of you next year. Thank you.